Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Well, hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It's Some Dumb Guy. Are you ready for round 2 of Kino Lorber's March Madness sale extravaganza? The big haul, right? We're looking at potentially 3 parts here, I think is what I have planned. Part 1 has already been recorded, edited, and posted to the channel. Let us delve into part 2 now, shall we? Random. Blu-ray Blind Buy with slip cover. Didn't know I spoke French. Oui, oui. 1977. 95 minutes. Monster movie? Sure. A companion piece to some others I potentially have. We have tarantulas. The Deadly Cargo. Oh, very nice slipcover. Artwork pretty decent. Got a couple of creepy, icky, spider-like horror films. What do I have? Arachnophobia, Eight-Legged Freaks, Sting, I think it's called. Ooh. Blu-ray Blind Buy, 1939, black and white, 135 minutes, starring the lovely Barbara Stanwyck and Joel McCrea, who keeps popping up randomly in these older film buys that I'm doing. This appears to be a Western. I'm going to take that one on faith. Weird noise outside again. Barbara Stanwyck, Joel McCrea. We have Union Pacific, directed by Cecil B. DeMille. I swear I can talk. I know English good. This might be a progressive thing for me to get his entire filmography. There's what? I'm gonna check that out. All right, well, that was certainly strange. I'm hearing these bizarre noises outside. It's after 10 o'clock at night. Hearing what sounds like a rustling or a squawking. I go out there, look around my flashlight, see 2, maybe 3 possums that I might be acquainted with. One for sure that I haven't been recently. And they're wandering in circles, pacing back and forth, avoiding each other. Never saw more than 2 at a time, but I'm hearing this squawking like a bird. Like, never heard possum do that before, so I watched them for a good 10 minutes, just back and forth, pacing, and who knows? Wow. Let's get back to the media. Blu-ray, Blind Buy, 1955, color, 102 minutes. We got a war film, apparently, starring William Holden, Grace Kelly, Friedrich March, and Mickey Rooney. This Friedrich March, I gotta figure out why I all of a sudden seeming like I know this name, or am I supposed to know this name? I've never seen anything with him in it. I don't understand why. But it's all of a sudden popping up, and I could have sworn like maybe it was in a discussion or something I heard on YouTube. I don't really know, but this is based on a James Michener novel, or the screenplay was written by him. I'm going to have to look into that. I've read 1 or 2 of his novels, but this one be The Bridges at Tokori. Know nothing other than what I've just presented. Like William Holden, like Grace Kelly. I haven't seen Mickey Rooney in anything in I don't know how long, so why not? Blu-ray, Blind Buy, 1937, black and white at 88 minutes. Hey, there she is. Look at you, haven't done a cameo. There's the sugars. Buddy keeps appearing, but you're so hiding sometimes lately. You don't always come running anymore when Daddy's talking. Huh? You don't get to make an appearance in the videos. Everybody wants to see you because everybody loves Sugar. She's so sweet. Huh? You can visit. You can. People like you. Daddy likes you. Hmm? But he's making you look bad. He comes and hangs out. Gives snuggles and hugs. Yeah. Let's... Dear Sugar, see, bye, Sugar. Go. Where was I? Got this one for one reason only, and that reason be Jean Arthur. I like her. I saw her in several of my Frank Capra films here. Frank Capra at Columbia box set. My introduction to her, and yeah, she is adorable. She's attractive. She's a great actress. I like her characters. This one is going to be Easy Living. Directed with Ray Milland, directed by Mitchell Leeson. Yeah. I have enough energy to finish this. I'm exhausted, and it's going on 10:30 at night. I'm trying to get these recorded. Some dumb guy has been experiencing a slight bout of partial insomnia, I guess. No bueno. Ooh, this one I randomly stumbled across while I was doing my shopping and whittling down for my second March Madness purchase. I actually think I came across it on their going out of print sale simultaneously and didn't want to wait because while supplies last, you never know how long it's going to go. So Blind Buy, Blu-ray, 1971, color 96 minutes, starring Stacy Keach, Faye Dunaway, and Harris Yulin. I don't know if I've ever heard of him. His eyes look familiar. This is, hey buddy, Duck. Hey, be nice to Sugar. This is Doc. And yes, by Doc, we do mean Doc Holliday. It's the first time I think I've ever come across a film that was centered around him exclusively. But it does have to do with his arrival in Tombstone, so this might be a new take, well, new 1971, different perspective take on the Tombstone story from Doc Holliday's perspective. And that intrigued me, and I wasn't going to lose out on the opportunity to get it at less than inflated out-of-print prices. Next up, Blu-ray Blind Buy 1963, color 126 minutos. I got this one for one reason, and that is that it stars Gregory Peck, also happens to star Cody Curtis, Angie Dickinson, and Bobby Darin, all familiar names. Military, story, comedy, drama, who knows? But it be Captain Newman, MD. Does Gregory Peck play Captain Newman? Inquiring minds will find out in all due time, because we know nothing except we love Gregory Peck. And Angie Dickinson is just okie dokie as well. Ooh, this one has been poking around on my wish list for the longest time, and I always managed to extract it from my sale purchases. And then wait for it to come back up, and then guess what? This time it did come back up on sale, and it stayed put because I felt bad for constantly excluding it. And this is a based on events, based on historical event story, which you know how I have such a conflict with those. A girl's incredible adventure on a lost island. That's not true. The island is not lost at all. In fact, you can see it practically from my front door. Blind Buy Blu-ray, 1964, color, 93 minutes. You guys playing door tag? Sugar's inside the bathroom, but he's outside the bathroom. The door is closed but not latched, and she keeps pushing on it to come out. And he's watching the door go, ooh, ooh, and he's just like, hey. They've got an interesting dynamic, the two of them. They are still trying to find their groove. Sugar objects to his presence, but not strenuously so. She's not stressed out, but if he approaches her, particularly at any kind of speed, she hisses, bats at him, and then runs away. About an hour ago, she was grooming herself, not paying any attention, and he walked up and stood about a foot from her and just sat there and watched her. So when she brought her head back up afterwards, she got so startled at him, she just and ran away, and he just like, what? Hey, buddy. Anyway. Yeah, A Girl's Incredible Adventure on a Lost Island. The island isn't lost. This is a story of Chumash Indians who were living off one of the islands off the coast of Southern California and getting brought to the mainland by the, I want to say the Spaniards. And she got left behind and lived there alone with a dog, I guess, for many, many years before she managed to get herself off and get to the mainland to try to find her family. And a tragic note, I think she died of Europeans' disease, one of the many they brought over a couple years later, where if they'd left them all alone on the island. Yeah, anyway, this is Island of the Blue Dolphins. So yeah, not a lost island at all. Hi, Sugar. It's okay. Buddy will not hurt you. You know that. You're just being a little drama queen. I'm curious if it says which of the islands that she was on. 19th century Native American girl stranded on it, who becomes stranded. She wasn't stranded. On a remote island off the California coast. Yada, 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 yada. Buddy, be nice. Now, according to this story, that she stays behind because her brother isn't on the ship, so she jumps off the ship and swims back to the island and attempts to rescue him. I was under the impression the true life story is that she's there alone, but I don't know. I haven't delved too thoroughly into the history. This incredible true story features yada, 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 yada. Ooh. Anyway, Island of the Blue Dolphin. Gotta check those noises. Ongoing Possum Adventures. That's the one I suspect of being Fred. Have the siblings returned, both seemingly ill and unhealthy looking? I don't know. It makes me sad one way or the other. Next up, Blu-ray Blind Buy. 1932, black and white at 126 minutes. Another Cecil B. DeMille film. Oh, look at Buddy. You noticed you were there, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. Sweet boy. That's what Sugar needs to be doing. Starring Frederick March again. Alyssa Landy, Claudette Colbert again for this haul. Second one, and Charles Lawton. I like this guy because of his early historical epics, I guess we're just going to call them. Sign of the Cross. I don't know anything about the film. Became fond of Claudette Colbert in It Happened One Night. Frank Capra once again. I like historical epics. Cecil B. DeMille has done quite a number of them, and there's a lot of just cross-pollination there that really works for me as far as director, actor, and topic. So that is, as of now, 2 Cecil B. DeMille films that I've purchased in this lot off the top of my head. Anyway, Blu-ray, Blind Buy, slipcover, yay! 1980. We're jumping ahead now, almost 50 years from one to the other. Color at 103 minutes. This might have been included on the going out of print sale as well, I think, because I know one actor, there's one title it was. This is Chuck Norris and Lee Van Cleef in The Octagon. So, yeah, slowly building the Chuck Norris library, although I hear a lot of his films are out of print, which is unfortunate. Blu-ray, Blind Buy, 1947, color at 97 minutes. We have a Western, it appears. Looks to be starring Ray Milland, the lovely, once again, Barbara Stanwyck. So that's 2 for this box, or this video. And Barry Fitzgerald with George Coulouris, Albert Decker, Anthony Quinn. That's a name I recognize. And Frank Phelan. We have from Union Pacific, Barbara Stanwyck, to now California, Barbara Stanwyck. Seem to be gearing it doing a lot of actor, actress, and director migrations, I guess you might call them. So, but certain actresses from this era certainly grab me, and obviously certain directors do too. So, yay. Cool. Okay. Let's put some more food out after the crunching silenced, hopefully. This was Possum Fred. He's still close by enough and he'll smell it. Come back for more. Final 3. Blu-ray, Blind Buy. Hal Wallace's production of Barbara Stanwyck. Van Helfen, Elizabeth Scott, and Kirk Douglas. I think I missed his name on the credits when I was looking at this when I bought it. Blu-ray, Blind Buy, 1946, black and white at 116 minutes. This might be my oldest Kirk Douglas film, possibly. This is, I can't read that. The Strange Love of Martha Ivers. Thank you to that very clear, crisp, simplistic spine that I can read at a casual glance. We owe a lot to Kino Lorber for that. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. I can hardly talk now. My voice is going away. Bear with me, people. I'm almost there. I promise. Good stuff. Blu-ray, Blind Buy, 1955, black and white at 84 minutes. That's a face I recognize. A Man, a Woman, a Temptation, starring Barbara Stanwyck, Fred MacMurray, and Joan Bennett. Now, was it not Barbara Stanwyck and Fred MacMurray that teamed up for Double Indemnity? I do believe so. Directed by Douglas Sirk. What we have here is There's Always Tomorrow. It's 1955. I can't remember what year Double Indemnity was. I want to put it at like 46 off the top of my head, but I could be way off on that. I don't know what I'm basing that on. So that'd be interesting. Reunion for these two. I don't know how many times that they paired up in a film together. But Double Indemnity having the reputation that it does. And they played pretty well off each other. Stranger things have happened. Last of the Mohicans. Drum roll, please. No, not Last of the Mohicans. This, Blu-ray, Blind Buy, 1959, black and white, at 134 minutes. Another lengthy one. Starring Gregory Peck, Ava Gardner, Fred Astaire, and Anthony Perkins. It's going to be a musical, or is there going to be dancing in it? Fred Astaire, does he do anything else? Full disclosure, I've never seen a Fred Astaire film. That's my perception of his reputation. This one is On the Beach. There we go. De-blur. Oop. Well, that was weird. I didn't even put the food on my deck this time. It's banging around. I put the food directly on the ground. I don't know how that banging's coming. I'm going to have to check that out. One more pause. Okay, back for the last time. Maybe Fred. Maybe Fred. has returned. He's chomping down out there, getting his fill. Assuming it's a him. Haven't been able to check that out either. Okay, there's 13 additional titles for part 2 added to the 10 I did a couple days ago in my time. I don't know what it is in yours. I've got one more part of another additional 13 titles for that Kino Lorber sale. So that'll be 36 total for the second haul, the second purchase for that sale. I think the first was 1920 or something like that. So I should say 20. That's 56 titles for that sale alone. My recent eBay, Amazon used mostly Rodent House stuff. And then last couple days, this stuff has come in. That's all going to be pending. Stay tuned for future installments. What did you think of this batch? Any thoughts, opinions? Word box. Have you purchased anything recently you would like to share? Word box. You have any sleeping advice to overcome insomnia? Word box. Did you tolerate my blah tonight, which I apologize for? It's probably worse than usual. Word box. Thank you. With any luck, we'll get part 3 recorded tomorrow. These things will be edited and posted in all due time. So, yes, I thank you for tolerating, joining, and sharing my love and physical media as always, and my exploration of the new. So, until next time, take care and good night. Bye-bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Alan.